What's up mga quiz, mga taste? Welcome back sa aking channel. This is Quiz Alan at ngayong araw po pag-usapan natin itong naganap na Miss Universe Philippines 2026 Grand Final na naganap last Saturday, May 2, 2026 sa MOA Arena. So yun, so ang una natin pag-usapan yung regarding to sa stage. So stage, I could say na it is better than yes last year 2025 than 2024. So medyo mas bongga pa rin sa akin yung 2024. So this year is sumunod na magandang stage nila, and last year was their third best stage. Then the staging tama, ano pa, aside sa magandang stage, malalaking LED TV. I also like the design sa likod na I felt part ng LED, hindi naman pala part siya ng LED. Talagang structure na tinayo na Malacanang with the name of MUPH on top. So yun, so medyo na-deceive ako to sa party na yun, so, but I like it. Tapos ano ba, yung stage mahaba siya, eh maluwag rin yung stage dun sa kung saan sila nakastand. So hindi sila nabukhang siksikan unlike in the previous uh, edition ng MUPH, di ba? So, yun. The light also was very, very good. Hindi madilim, hindi nakakantok. So, parang every part of the show was maliwanag, di ba? So, yun. So, I could say na talagang umangat sila ngayon this year. Now, do sa opening, medyo doon tayo nakaroon ng konting problema. But first, tignan natin mga positive muna. First, the host. The host was really good. Si Marina Summers. So she was the first transgender to host an event in beauty pageant. So yan. So ang galing, kalmado lang siya, hindi siya yung iba na medyo mataas ang boses or parang whatsoever. Pero again, that was the best host I've ever seen, diba? So yun yun. So again, I like it. I like the hosting. Ano ba? And I also like her look. Hindi siya yung nagmukhang drag queen. Talagang they put a little uh, makeup on her. That's why she looks pretty. She looks great with her look, and the dance was also good. Now, ano pang maganda doon? Sa opening, I think yun lang. Now, the bad side sa opening is yung first BGYO. I don't know why they keep on inviting BGYO, pero ang boring nila panoorin, honestly. So boring to watch. The song also that they sang or was used during the opening, hindi rin siya ganun ka high level, high energy compared kung ikukumpara ako to sa 2024 edition sa 2025 edition. So malayong malayo. Kaya nagmukha siyang boring. Then the performance also was lackluster, mediocre, as in hindi siya sumbay dun sa everything. So, as in parang nag-perform lang sila sa ASAP. And also, hindi rin sila nakasabay sa energy ng mga babae nag-perform o nagsayaw, diba? So, yun. So, parang hindi nila nagsakto. I'm sorry, I don't hate BGYO, pero well, there are better groups or singer na who could do or who could give energy sa stage, diba? Pero, ewan ko, siguro package deal yan with ABS-CBN, diba? O favorite ni Jonas Gafford, yung BGYO. That's why he keeps on inviting this group, diba? I think second or third time na yun na-invite tong grupo na to sing or perform for the event, diba? Tapos, ano pa, hindi ko rin gusto yung how yung nag-end yung opening. Um, Nakaharang yung BGYO dun sa stage, diba, to sa front. Natapos sana they should stay at the back or or nasa baba sa stair, di ba kasi may hagdanan yan. So yun, so hinarangan nila yung contestant like La Union and the game, so that's why it looks so bad. It ended badly, di ba? So aside from that, aside sa opening, ano pa, uh, yung mga technicalities na problem. So may isa tayo nakita technicality na problema, yung kay Ralph De Leon na I don't know kung nagiging viral ngayon kasi nga nakuhanan ng video si Jonas na namato at nagwala, diba? Ano pa? Ano pong pangit ito? Then the background songs used in evening and swimsuit panay boring songs na hindi, especially sa swimsuit na top sana something upbeat na magbibigay ng energy sa mga babae para ma-showcase niya sa sarili nila. But unfortunately, they used a song that hindi rin bagay. Tapos, baliktad naman to sa may evening gown, they used something na ma-upbeat. Binago nila yung original uh, beat nung song nung BGYO that they use sa evening na medyo upbeat, diba? Na normally, yung original na beat nun is slow, diba? So, yun. So, normally, yun lang naman siguro. So, there were less problem na na-encounter, diba? Siguro ang pinakamalaki lang talaga yung technical problem na na-encounter during K-Route. So, yun. And also pala, idagdag ko, ang haba-haba ng speech ni Atisa Manalo. I don't know why they gave her that very, very long speech na nagkwento lang naman siya. As in, parang, I don't know, nakakaboard, diba? Now, dun sa state pacing, it was good. Siguro, kaya lang natagalan, ang daming maraming commercials, sponsors, diba? Kaya tumagal yung show. Umabot ng 4 hours, almost 4 hours. And pero yung pacing mabilis naman. So from 50 they went down to they went down to 30 to 15 to 7 and the announcement. Q&A and the announcement. So doon sa 30 na nakapasok, I could say na all deserving, lahat pumasok, lahat ng I'm sure mga favorite ng mga fans nakapasok doon, yung mga known, mga popular, mga front runners pumasok, and even yung mga dark horses pumasok. So I don't see anyone na left behind doon sa top 30. Then the swimsuit round naman pinasok nung mga ang pinakita ng top 30, I could say na yung mga front runners pa rin ang mga umangat sa swimsuit, like April, Taguig, Cebu City, or Cebu City pala sa April, Cebu Province, Lanyon, and even Bamba nga, nagwawa siya konti doon. Bigyan tayo ng something na mapapo tayo. So, yun. So, mostly mga front runners yung mga nakita natin nag-perform ng maganda sa swimsuit. Then, went down. So, from 13, it was cut into 15. So, half. Doon sa 15, medyo nasadla ako doon. Kasi may ilang hindi nakapasok sa 15. Like, Louisiana. She failed to enter top 15. I don't know why she was left behind. Pero nung na-play ko yung performance sa swimsuit, sabi ko, wow, malakas ng laban na to. Kasi tall, maganda yung katawan, maganda yung performance niya, solid, diba? Mukhang prepared. But unfortunately, hindi nakahila sa kanya para pumasok sa top 15. Now, sa top 15, pumasok yung evening count. There are outstanding and mostly mga front runner pa rin, mga nakakuha ng pansin or mga nag-shine that night, di ba? Like Sino mga favorite ko doon? Um, Cebu City, her gown, her performance that night, siguro siya pinaka, para sa akin si April Smith, pinaka magandang performance that night sa evening gown, and it reminded me of Minorca Mercado. Kasi look niya, yung the way she moves and gown, even though ibang kulay ng gown ni ni Minorca Mercado. If you don't remember her, she is Miss Venezuela Universe 1994. Yung nakalaban ni Charlene. Ayun, yeah, Charlene Gonzalez. So, yun. So, she reminded us of Minorca. Sino pa man nag-shine ang second, si Taguig, diba? Si Isabella Ismael. Diba? Na ang ganda rin daw. Then, La Union, of course, definitely, hindi siya pwedeng left behind. So, maganda rin performance niya. The gown was simple lang, hindi siya yung maraming burlolay sa damit. But she was able to carry it properly. Then, sino pa? Yung naka-blue, Sultan Kotara. It was great. Maganda rin yung gown niya. And nagustuhan ko rin gown niya, di ba? Siguro, also Pontindo ba, ang ganda rin ng damit niya. It was great. Si Adela. Siguro, yung si, who's that? Meron isa doon na pansin ko na medyo nakulangan ako. Pampa was also good with her gown. Cebu Province was also good with her gown. Yun lang, si Cebu Province, feeling ko parang siyang parang nag-hold back kung sa performance niya. That's why parang forgettable yung performance niya. Now, from top 15, it was cut into top 7. And yun, ang mga pumasok, mga front runner, except for Sultan Kudarat, na talagang ginulat tayo. So, Sultan Kudarat, Pampanga, La Union, Taguig, Cebu Province, Cebu City, and Hustiaruan. Hugat. Muntinlo ba ata yun? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Muntinlo. I don't remember. Kasi na yun. Basta yun, top 7. So, top 7, pumasok na rin yung Q&A, final Q&A. So, the question was about sa dami raw ng problem sa Pilipinas, kaya ba nilang i-represent ang Pilipinas sa bila ng mga problema na yun or pangit na image na nabuo dahil sa mga problema na yun. Honestly, sa lahat ng tinanong at sumagot, I think Pampanga was the closest answer to it, had the closest answer to it. But the reason why it's a bit forgettable kasi nga simple lang pagsagot niya and hindi siya nagbigay ng something na magpapawaw, diba? April, Taguig, La Union was able to answer also, but hindi direct na yung nasagot yung tanong, diba? So, yun. And in the end, ang dineclare was La Union, the winner, and expected naman lahat yan na La Union will win because total package pang Puerto Rico siya talaga for this year. So, yun. So, she has everything, the face, the body, the height, and even the intelligence, diba? So, yun. Even though maraming favorites sa mga nakapasok, pero sa tingin siya lang talaga yung deserving that night to win the title. So, yun. Mga quiz, mga athletes. So, yun ang masasabi ko. So, I could say na unti-unti yung itong pag-stage ng MUPH organization ng pageant na to is na-achieve na yung gusto ng mga fans. Nung less mga fans na basher, diba? I don't know kung fans daw sa kanila at basher. So, unti-unti nagagawa naman nila ng paraan, giving them very good staging na not totally maipapantay to sa staging ng Miss Thailand Universe but or Miss Grand International. At least nandun tayo sa part na kaya natin. Diba? So, hopefully by next year, mas i-group pa lalo. So, I'm closing my fingers na this project will get better staging next year. And I hope wala ng technicalities na makikita at wala na makikita tayong nagwawalang Jonas Ka-food, diba? So, there you go. So, kayo mga Prismatics, nagustuhan nyo ba itong opinion ko regarding or reaction ko regarding to sa Visit Universe Philippines? Grand final, mag-comment kayo dito sa baba and I will read all your comments and I will try to interact with you guys. So, maraming salamat. Have a nice day and bye-bye.